Nurhayati binti Daud. I am from third year of SECR program. So for this morning session, I am your moderator and our sharing session is about to begin. So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to all of you. Okay, so first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to our School of Computing, and I believe that all of you are SECR students, right? So in this session, we would like to have a sharing session for our seniors, a third year student and a fourth year students, okay? So they will all share all their experience regarding their academics, intern experience, their final year project, and more. Okay, so I hope you all are excited because the sharing is very interesting and informative to all of you. Okay, so before the sharing session begins, allow me to introduce our first speakers. So our first speakers. So our first speakers. Yay. Our first speaker is Muhammad Zulkarnain. Sorry. So our first speaker is Muhammad Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Muhammad Ishaq. So Muhammad Iskandar had completed his high school at MRSM and then further his education at UITM Dengkel in Foundation of Engineering before enrolling his degree at UITM Skudai. We also had a position in talent from teams and theatres club at UTM. So just to inform you guys, we will have a Q&A session after the end of the speaker, after the end of the sharing session with both speakers. So I hope you can type your questions in the chat box later and then put your name and courses and to whom speakers the question is directed. So of course we will answer it later, okay? So without further ado, I would like to welcome Muhammad Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Muhammad Ishaq to deliver his sharing. Over Iskandar, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Moderator. Wait, I'll share my screen first.
Okay.
Okay, I hope everyone can see the screen now.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum and very good day. Okay, to everyone, also Miss Moderator, thank you. Okay, and speakers and committee. All right, so I am Iskandar, you can call me Is, and I am representing SECR for this sharing session today. All right, so what I will share today is about course overview. Okay, what subjects that you will take for these 4 years of study. Okay, and then what are the academic challenges? Okay, what subject yang susah, what subject yang challenging lah. Okay, and then the exam and test, how it will be conducted, next certification, proceeding with study challenges, as well as SECR Gallery. Okay, so we are going to look at this later. Okay, now, what does SECR course is all about? Okay, so basically kan, when you hear to the name of computer network and security, of course you will know that you will learn about networking, about security, right? And yeah, sometimes people will always call you Pakcik Guy. Pak Guy. Why? Because security course, right? So yes, it is true. Okay, it may be true. Okay, you might be a security guy. Okay, because you are going to secure the computer system. You are going to create a safety algorithm for system that you will build. Okay, so this is our task lah. SSR course. Okay, networking, and you make the network secure. All right. So you will see later on what subjects that we take in order to achieve the objective in our networking course. Okay. Now, course overview. Okay. I'm not sure whether you already received your course overview or not. Okay. Course overview is a list of subjects that you will take along this 4 years of study. Okay. So this is for you one. Okay, I'm sure you are taking DS, okay, discrete structure, PT1, TIS, DLO, and GSA. Okay, but I'm not sure whether you are taking this emulation dynamic and STT. Okay, because maybe it's quite different from my course menu. Okay, because this is for 2000. pass Programming Technique 1, then only you can take Programming Technique 2. Okay, how do you know that you need to pass certain subjects? You can see here, prerequisite. All right. So if you're past the prerequisite, then you are free to take the Programming Technique 2. Okay, the next level of programming. Okay, so also this is year 2 course overview. We have CCNA 1, which is network communication, database, and everything lah. Okay, I'm not going to go through everything. It's time consuming. Okay, so here we have okay, data structure and algorithm. See, prerequisite SECG 1023, which is programming technique 2. Okay, and then year 2 February also we have object oriented programming, which is prerequisite SECG 1023 DSA, data structure and algorithm. Okay, so these things you need to take note lah. You need to pass certain course, and only you can proceed with another course. All right. So next one is for year 3. Okay, here is year 3. Currently, I am here, year 3, first semester. Okay, I am taking AI, application development, and everything lah. Okay, here. Okay, foreign language. I am taking Japanese. Okay, Japanese language for now. Okay, so this is second semester of year 3, and then going forward to fourth year, first semester, and fourth year, second semester. Okay, so this is SECR elective courses. You can see lah. You can choose up to 5 elective courses. Okay, which one that you like. Okay, all right. So next, we go for academic challenges. Okay, academic challenges is something that what important things that you will need to know in SCCR. Okay, what we will have, what we will learn. Okay, so of course mathematics. Okay, in computer science we incorporate a lot of mathematics. Okay, in terms of algorithms, in terms of calculation, computational calculations, right? Previously you see computational mathematics, how you imply the concepts in the programming lah. All right, next. Okay, of course programming. Kalau you belajar sains komputer tak ada programming, bukan sains komputer lah kan? Okay, so programming is a fundamental things in computing, computer science. Okay, and the last one, documentation. Okay, if you think that you are a computer science people and you don't need to do a proposal, you don't need to do a paperwork, it's wrong. Okay, actually in this course there is a subject that teach you on how to do a proper documentation for clients, for project proposal and everything. All right. So in second year, wait. Okay, second year, second semester, you will have this software engineering. Okay, this is actually a course where you will be taught to exactly being taught how to write a formal document for your client, kan? Okay, to propose a project. Okay, so these are the skills that you will learn in software programming for documentation. Okay. Okay, next, exam and test. Okay, basically, normally in schools, right, you will have your test maybe in a specific week. Okay, in a specific week. So, in university, okay, here you will not have that kind of test anymore. Okay, your test will be very flexible based on lecture. Okay, maybe and no allocated specific week. Okay, your lecturer can just, okay, students, next week we are going to have tests. Okay, next month we're going to have tests. Okay, but your lecturer will announce in prior lah, of course. Okay, you will have time to prepare everything. Okay, so yeah, the test will be conducted in maybe a lecture room. Okay, depending on your lecturer. And examination, okay, for examination is as usual lah. You will have a very formal time. Okay, by the academic office to set up the venue, to set up the date and everything. Okay, so here in the picture you can see the first one is my classmate taking digital logic test in the lecture room. Okay, and the second one I am taking discrete structure examination in DSI, our Dewan Sultan Iskandar. Okay, so yeah, if you have the chance later on to take a face-to-face examination, then you will have you will take it in hall lah, in the main hall. All right, and next one, certification. All right, so in SECR, in SECR, instead of we are having our scroll for graduation later on, we are also having the certification, the add-on certification, meaning that you will take a course under Cisco Networking Academy. All right. So this course we call as CCNA. Okay. You will be having your CCNA 1, 2 up until 4, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. As for now, I already took CCNA 2. Okay, uh, as you can see here in semester 1, year 2, you will start with CCNA 1 under network communication. Okay, proceeding to semester 2, computer network CCNA 2. Okay, proceed again to internet network technology, okay, CCNA 3 and 4. See? So this certificate will allows you, cakap, okay, later on when you go for interview kan, when you go for interview, your interviewer will ask lah, okay, what certificate or what professions that you already have, while you are studying. So you can show them your certification in Cisco. Okay, see, this is my certificate lah, certificate of completion that certified me that I already finished my CCNA. Okay, so you can use this when you are in your interview. All right. Okay. Apa lagi? Okay, next one. Study challenge. Phase of study, face to face and online. So we are going to look at the face to face first. Okay, basically, when you are in face to face, wait, I'm getting a message of network issue. Do you can see my screen? Still can see my screen?
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. If anything, just interrupt. Okay. Okay. So now we are going for problem. Okay, study challenges in face to face. Okay. Uh, Later on when you in UTM, you will not must like, it's just like you will join certain clubs, you will join certain association. Okay, why you join this? Because you want merit. Okay, you want the co-curriculum marks. All right, so the problem here is commitment. When you join a lot of clubs, like me, I joined Teams and Theatre. Okay, so sometimes last previous semester I went for practice, okay, latihan theatre. Okay, and then I have joined maybe some of JKM, okay, Jawatan Kuasa College Mahasiswa punya event. So I need to attend the meeting. Okay, maybe I join PERSAKA, which is this committee punya event. So I need to attend 3 meetings throughout the week, right? Itu belum tambah lagi dengan meeting you punya group assignment. Okay, you group assignment have projects, you have meetings whatsoever, right? So commitment is very important during your face to face. Okay, your challenges lah. Okay, and also time. For sure, kalau you dah ada so many clubs you join, you have so many so many things to done kan in face to face, so your time is very very limited. All right. So to solve it very easy for face to face is time management. Okay, because you don't have another external factor. Okay, you only have these internal factors of challenges that contribute to your time. Okay, so time management is very important. You need to be very very um, details on your time management. Okay. For people who already been in, maybe some of you already went for boarding school. Okay, maybe you know how to manage your time. Okay, from morning until night, right? Okay, but I'm not saying that the one that doesn't go to boarding school have a bad time management. No. Okay, you can adapt to it by time. All right. So this is for ODL. Okay, study challenges, online distance learning. Okay, the first one is study space. Okay, not everyone have your own room, right? Not everyone has your own desk for you to study comfortably. Okay, maybe you are sharing with your sister, brothers, and okay, and then technical issues, of course, internet connection. Okay, like me, I don't have fiber connection at home. Okay, I don't have a very strong, stable internet. So when raining, then it will be interrupted lah, for sure. Okay, so academic discipline, the next one. Okay, academic discipline, we are talking about academic dishonesty. We are talking about academic apa lagi, plagiarism. Okay, when you are doing your assignment, you copy from your friends, right? Okay, or maybe when you are taking your examination, your test, you are cheating with friends. Okay, so this is the one of problem lah. Okay, so to solve the study space, you need to spend some money actually, okay, to buy maybe only a small desk, okay, for you to sit there and yeah, take your time while studying. Okay, be comfortable, and yeah, you can figure it out. Okay, technical issues. Okay, I'm sure not everyone afford to install such great internet connection, right? Fiber lah, whatsoever semua tu kan. Okay, but you can have alternative. Like me, I'm currently using a portable modem. Okay, then I put my SIM card inside the modem lah, so that I can make it. I use it for my entire family. Even my sister is currently having an online learning also. So yeah, I try to solve that problem in affordable way lah of mine. Okay. So, other than that, okay, for the solution in ODL, okay, you need to find support. Okay, why? Because kalau dekat face to face, okay, if face to face you have your friends, right? Bila dalam class, in class you have your friends to chit chat. Okay, when the lecturer is teaching, then you can discuss with your friends, right? Okay, what the lecturer is teaching. Okay, but at home you don't have anyone, right? You have your you in front of your computer. Okay, so you need to find support. Okay, find your friends to discuss each other about the topics that you least understand about it. Okay, and also again time management. Okay, at face to face ke online ke, time management is very important. Okay, you need to be very careful lah. Kalau kat rumah at home, your challenges for time management is higher, is more. Okay, sometimes you need to change your sister diaper kan, your youngest brother diaper lah, kena buat susu lah semua tu kan. So time management is important. Okay, so next. Okay, so actually this is the last part of my sharing. Okay, SECR Gallery. Okay, so in SECR Gallery I will share some pictures lah of what SECR family do. Okay, previously we have one event, namely SCCR BBQ and spring cleaning. Okay, whereby we gotong royong lah, kemas-kemas. Okay, the faculty, our rooms. Okay, we have SCCR lounge. Okay, where student lepak-lepak kat situ kan, rehat-rehat kat situ ke semua. Okay, so this event. Okay, so this part I will share lah some pictures and photos of the gallery of the activities. Okay. Okay, I just want to remind you, if you have any question, keep it to yourself first, and then at the end of our session, during the Q&A, you can ask. All right? Okay, kejap. I want to share another tab. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, right now we have of Google Photos. Okay, mine. So this is a BBQ SCR 2020. Okay, saya sempat sekali je lah. Okay, I experienced this once. Okay, because after that pandemic begins. Okay, and everyone's staying at home, and yeah, tak ada benda boleh buat kan. So this is my first and last activity lah with SCR family. Okay, so you can see your seniors cleaning basuh-basuh ayam kan, set up the gas. Okay, and this tengah potong-potong, membawang semua kan. Okay. So ni tengah basuh toilet. Alright. So BBQ party ada banner semua ni kan. Alright. So I'm just scrolling lah. Alright. Okay. So this is the pictures. This is the... Okay. This is actually our outside of the lounge. Okay. We are decorating it. Okay. Because previously the lounge is... The wall of the lounge is plain at the outside. So we try to decorate lah. Alright. Okay. This is your pictures. Okay, so this is at Balai Cerap of UTM Observatory. Apa orang panggil? Observatory deck Balai Cerap lah. So you can see like a whole skudai, okay, from this observatory deck. Okay, so this is your senior setting up the BBQ place. Okay, the charcoal over here. Alright, and then yeah, this is your sini juga lah. Okay, I just scroll. Okay, so this is the view. Okay, if at night it will be very very beautiful. Okay, with the lights. Okay, sorry lah, this is my camera and very bad. Okay, okay, you can see it later when you are in UTM, right? You can go to the UTM observatory deck and experience all this lights of this view. Okay, so this is our previous coordinator. Okay, Miss Marina. I'm sure right now we already changed the coordinator, okay, to Dr. Muhalim, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So this is our previous one, and also some of you learn digital logic with her, right? Okay. And then okay, this is the party, BBQ party. Okay, so we play Kahoot, we play Lucky Draw. Okay, yeah, games, simple games. Okay, we have spaghetti, we have BBQ. Alah, rindu lah pula. Banyak makanan. Okay, apa lagi? Okay, so this is one of the activities. Okay, so actually when you join this kind of activity, right, you are not balik dengan tangan kosong. You will get something. Okay, when you join activities, when you join anything from the clubs, from the association, you will receive a merit, right? You will receive a merit. So where will the merit be recorded? Okay, let me show you. Okay, so dah habis dah gambar ni. Okay, so here, boleh nampak the screen. Alright. So this is your activity number. This is from my first semester, year 1, okay, until right now, third year, semester 1. Okay, so here you can see SC, BBQ, spring cleaning participants, ni kan. Okay, so it will be counted in your activity list. So what is the purpose of this actually? Okay, I'm sure right now you are being located. Awak diberi college Tun Dr. Ismail. Okay, for computer people. Okay, for local computer people, you are given college Tun Dr. Ismail. So in order to stay in that college, you will need to collect all this merit point lah. Okay, so that later on you will have the high opportunity to be in college. Okay, because if you join the pengetua college punya MMM, okay, during the briefing previously, okay, our pengetua Prof Azli, right, he mentioned that you need to be active either in clubs or either in academic itself. All right. Okay. So yeah, this is my activity list lah. All right. Apa lagi ya? Okay. Sekejap Okay, so I think that is the end lah of my sharing. So what I say now is SCR is all about securing your connectivity. All right, you already build a connection, you already set up your network in a lab, maybe, right, for your project. Then how do you want to secure everything? Okay, maybe your client want to enhance the security of their system. Okay, so you help with you help them with your knowledge, your course overview and everything. All right. So I think this is all from me. Thank you for your attention and thank you for your attendance. I hope you enjoy your study in UTM and enjoy being a SSR family. And later on, when we have face-to-face class, we can enjoy all the moments in UTM. All right. So thank you, everyone. I give the floor back to our Miss Moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Iskandar, for the very interesting sharings regarding the academic information. And then we talk about certificate. I think it's one of our graduate requirement, like at least to graduate at least with 5 certificate. Okay, so important about CCNA. Okay, and then so for now, just like Iskandar said later, if you have any questions, just wait. Okay, wait because we will have the Q&A session. So maybe after our session with the very next speaker, so maybe you can have collect all the things that you want to ask and put all that in the chat box. Okay. All right. So let's not wasting our time. Let's move on to our next speaker. So okay. He is one of my seniors during my diploma years at UTM KL. So he is currently doing an internship at EDAS Sdn Berhad and has experience in network engineering, software development, and IT technical. So during his studies at UTM, he also an officer cadet and held a leadership position as Vice President of JKM, Jabatan Kuasa Mahasiswa. So let's welcome to our next speaker, Muhammad Adib Bazli bin Sharifuddin from Year 4 to deliver his sharing.
Okay, you can hear me, right? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Miss Speaker, Moderator, Nurizati. So yes, as she said, I'm from UTM KL. So we've been UTM for quite a while, right? So okay, today I'll share my experience. The thing is, I don't have a proper slide for this, but it's okay. I share my own slide. Okay, okay, you can see this, right? Okay, so this is during my actually I've been in UTM since 2016. So for 3 years in UTM KL and 3 years in UTM JB. So what currently I'm a fourth year. So this is my second internship. Okay, but it's okay. I'll share both of my internship at during diploma and during years because I think it's important to know. Okay, so okay, with my during my diploma, internship at Mesin Niaga Berhad. So Mesin Niaga is a network company. So they deal with hardware, deal with network. Because why? I'll show you. Okay. So this is not important. Okay. So what basically at Mesin Niaga, we deal with server maintenance. We deal with network maintenance. Sometimes Scala Edge. Even Cisco IP phone. You've seen that, right? She's the one phone at office. So it's actually a great experience for me. Actually, to tell you the truth, it somewhat influenced me in networking. That's why I took network and security. Plus, actually, taking network and security give you one tactical advantage compared to the course. I'll explain later. Okay, so basically, what I done in Mesin Niaga Berhad is to preventive maintenance mainly, and then we assist for breakdown, assist for installation, network installation, computer installation, and so on. And then we do some training and asset audit. So it's actually very important. So except this time, it's self-provide transport. So basically, I was sent to a lot of place. Uh, I've been sent to a lot of place. Okay. Okay, so I'll explain what is preventive maintenance. So PM is to avoid major consequent equipment as failure. So basically, you execute this for large organization. They will execute this like 3 times a year, like Q1, Q2, and Q3, right? So it's a plan and it's a maintenance. Like basically, you just run a check, pre the check out. You complete the checklist for that. So and then a breakdown. So for breakdown, let's say you deal with a computer client. For example, the one at office, right? There's a lot of computer. So when the computer, let's say, stop working, and say they will call us and say, our computer have a breakdown. So we want to, can you please check it? So they say send engineer. So this is me and my friend during that time. So we check what the cause of it, and then we try to fix it. So if you can, we order new part and so on. So this is we have to we have to meditate to help meditate the productivity. So okay, so my activity has been at a lot of place at Mesinaga. Mesinaga are located at Subang Jaya, but they have a lot of clients. So they mainly government client. We have Menara UMW, right? Right. For example, Menara UMW, and then we go to uh, Pemberian Pulau Jaya, JPN, KWSP, Maida, Panasonic, and more at Klang Valley. So at Klang Valley area, like this, if you take apply internship right here, you prepare lah. Sometimes you can get to Putrajaya, sometimes they send you at Puchong. It depend on flexibility or it depend on condition. So this is at Menara UMW. So there's a lot of activity during this time. So this the earliest when I was. So this is the earliest time for me. At when joining it. So like I matured at that time. So I don't know what happened. Like why I take this internship. It's very far away from my home. Okay, so this is the challenge. So during as a customer engineer, you are dealing with a lot of you're dealing with people. Okay, so let's say you want to service someone a PC, right, a laptop. So you need to adjust yourself according to your schedule. So maybe that time he has important work, so you cannot touch his laptop yet. So you need to depend on his availability. Sometimes, let's say this year, user availability is random. So, and then especially for a VIP, so like upper management, like they have very strict schedule and so on. So, and this one thing is, yes, this user contains sensitive data. Okay, so some of a device contain a financial documentation, like financial record or maybe audit record and so on. So it is very challenging to adapt those security requirement. Like good security saja. And then this KWSP Puchong, all the same we done PM activity. So we send a lot of plays, right? So we sometimes we just audit asset, we like log information, we update antivirus, right? And then we get signature to confirm our job. Okay. So sometimes when you go to the site, then your client isn't there. Uh, so there's no client there. So you have to reschedule it for let's say next week or next day. So even like if you look at this, the activity is very simple. You just retrieve the information, like you log in and then you update to various our system, flash player and so on. It take less than 10 minutes actually. But you have to adapt with the client, your client, right? Sometimes you have to revisit it. If he not there that day, right? You have to come the schedule for next week, and it's take a lot of time. Sometimes it's even possible you just go like from Kelang to Puchong. It's like 2 or 3 hour distance just to service one PC, only one. Ah, so it can be time consuming and tiring sometimes. Okay, next is at Malaysian Investment Development Authority. This one is at Plaza Centre, 10 minutes from KL Central. So if you go on KL Central before, you see Axiata Tower, right? So it's just next there. So this is the best activity I had during at Nisinaga. So basically, we play with server, Scala, and network switch. So if you network student, right, you must know about server, you must know about network switch. Don't ask your senior why this device has a lot of port. I'm sure because maybe you never seen switch before, or maybe I don't know, but let's hope you're able to enter UTM and go to our network lab and play with switch, right? So this is our activity and with the server. So we just remote connect and then we run a check. We have run through the checklist and check this or defrag if necessary, and then we record. Important is record, and then and so on. So some of them is Windows Server. Actually, some of them is Linux Server. It's actually depend on the condition, depend on the requirement. So this one is Linux Server. Okay, so you connect with this and that. Okay, next, this is a floor switch. Okay, so for a large a building company, so they have a lot of switch. Let's say it's a 10 floor building. So every floor they have their own switch. They have a switch, several switch actually. So and then they have what you call UPS, uninterrupt power supply, and then you need to run inspection on one of them. Just check the cable if it's okay or not. You check the light, this bling bling light, right? And then you check if there is a dust, you need to clean it. You cannot clean it just like that. You cannot clean with soap water. There's a special spray for that to clean it. And then you check the port. You have list. So you have list. You need to validate if you connect a correct port. We don't want someone, let's say someone there is not supposed to be a what you call it, a plug port there. We don't know. We have list. Every port connected we record. So if they are an unknown port, they will be dangerous. Okay. So we locate every hub room. So every floor must have one. So there is a switch and you check it. So you do this time with my supervisor, and then we connect remote connect it to do some important thing. And then here a data center switch. Okay, so experience entering data center for the first time is very, very great, because it's very cool inside. A data center is inhumanly cool. So it's like entering outside data center you in Malaysia, you entering data center you somehow at Russia, like that. It's very cool. And then to do all kind of activity lah. So there is a data center switch. So this is different, yeah. The floor switch and data center switch. Data center switch way more. You cannot remote connect it, so you have to connect it via the serial console. You connect remote for floor switch. You can remote connect it. But data center you cannot, because for the security reason. So as usual, you check lock, connect, and so on. So this color, so for add is similar to Windows. Okay, sometimes you have unscheduled activity. Okay, so for example, the switch won't boot or misconfigure. Your device have corrupted, like HDD, RAM problem. Sometimes network breakdown. On that day, there is no internet, right? They have to diagnose it and fix it if it's possible. If not possible, you just order the part from your HQ. So, so this example Shailene. Okay. So this is at Maida. Okay, I think this is not important for now. And then our activity and Senaga is at Pabadanan Putrajaya. It's located at Putrajaya. This is a government body. So, okay, if you notice here is casual smart. It means that every client require every different attire. For example, at Maida and Pabadanan Putrajaya, casual smart. But at UMW, you have to wear a full tie and smart. You have to tie, you have to wear your slack, and so on. So it depends on the requirement of your client. So this one activity are mainly around preventive maintenance for Cisco IP phone. So it's a great activity. So we locate phone, we just clean it and change sticker actually, like intern, right? You better lah then intern photo stack kita tukar sticker. And then so but at PPJ is unique because the IP phone can locate all around Putrajaya. So that's owned by PPJ. So sometimes at prison this, prison that, right? So you have to travel to car, right? Even only at one day you only run maintenance on 2 phone because the location is very far. It depends on condition. Alright, so this is one of valuable experience because at this one time, okay, so Cisco IP phone. So IP phone is actually there is one server that maintain the directory, right? So there is a one event at that time. The IP phone breakdown because someone access the server and then cause a misconfigure. So everyone at that time lost access to their IP phone. Can you imagine that? So they cannot call anyone or anyone cannot call them because of this misconfiguration on the server. So of course, we had to, to somehow fix it lah. There's very tiring at that time because imagine how many people were there. So, yes, there's 800 plus of IP phone. So there is a lot of IP phone. So this is one of a problem. The challenge I can see here. And then it's also at Putrajaya, this one at JPN HQ. So this is very valuable experience. So this one mainly maintenance and audit for PC, printer, CD and server. So this is very good experience. So for PC, we, like for example, there is a breakdown. Let's say their monitor broken, so we replace the monitor. Let's say their power supply broken, so we replace the power supply. Sometimes they will require to install to UAT configuration. UAT, right? User acceptance test for environment. Sometimes they ask to set up UAT room, and then we go or we install the PC there and set up this and that. Sometimes the most common problem printer lah. Printer, printer and computer they don't match actually. And then CAD is like terminal, like you pay using your thumbprint, like JPN you thumbprint, you put IC and thumbprint, right? So this one is CAD. And then server as usual lah. Actually the best data center here is at JPN HQ lah. It's very beautiful. They're very big and very beautiful. Server there and very cool. All data center is cool actually. Okay, so this is activity. So there's a lot of even at bus they have server. Can you imagine that? Inside the bus, some asset look at bus, right? Inside the bus they have like 2 or 3 server, like actual server. The IBM one. It's very like sometimes you like wonder how is it even possible, right? They run a server inside the bus. And there's, of course lah, there's generator below and the study generator, the boot, and clean this and that. So, but it's a very valuable experience. So, I think I still have time, right? So this is during my diploma. So this is, okay, there is report writing. So as Iskandar told you earlier, report writing is very important as a CS student because what you know as a computer engineer is different as for those who not know computer. Why? I tell you. Okay, so this is basically so the internship at Mesinaga somewhat influenced my decision to take computer network and security at for my degree, right? So if you take computer network and security expecting you not do a programming, you're wrong, right? Okay, you very wrong there. Okay, for my so this I don't have to share this. Okay, so about for my degree, so what we done is for my degree, for what we're doing is I'm at IDES, right? At IDES, we develop, I think you have been informed about micro credential, right? So at IDES, we develop a platform for the micro credential. So we call it Unicreds. So I think in future it will launch in December. So what I know about micro credential, you can take it anytime and then you can transfer the course credit, right? So of course there is a payment involved. So what I done at IDES is to develop the payment gateway for the system. So we're expecting 1 million of transaction every month. So that is a heavy responsibility because you playing with real money. You know it's involving real money. So there you need to create a lot of tests, right, to make sure you don't mess up. So uh, for now the decision goes through going using Senang Pay. Okay, it's actually very useful for my final year project. Okay, so this is one of the problem lah during using the API, right? So because you need to make sure everything working good. So you can expect something like this if we integrate with payment gateway. So we don't want you don't want to mess up, all right? Because you need to think about security, you need to think about money, right? Real money, and even it involving a transaction that you deal with. You're gonna deal with credit card, right? So credit card, you need to understand the security requirement. So your system need to be PCI compliant or PCI DSS and so on. So sometimes, okay, for now we using Snappy, but maybe in future, if my boss say, let's say, hey, we don't want to use Snappy, we want to use Bill Place. So you have to adapt change. So it's one of thing where um where you learn from where we is something yet you need to deal with people where you don't learn from class. Okay, so for okay, I don't have much to share for is internship during at IDES because firstly I work from home and secondly programming is nothing much to share lah. Right, it's just coding. Takkan nak share saya coding kot. It's boring lah, boring process. So that's why I share during my mesnaga. But I had fun programming. Okay, so basically what my point is your experience during your class, your SECR, right? So it's not necessarily during for you in computer network. You actually have two options. You can be a network engineer or you can stay as a programmer. Like me myself, I interest to be a programmer, but like say it's up to condition, right? You can either play around with switch or you can code. So because we have network and security, right? So I'm focusing on the security part. So that's why in 4 year there's elective course. I think Iskandar shown you before, like course like AI is elective, secure programming, network security is all elective. But it depends on your requirement. So we talk about I tell you that I use payment gateway for my payment gateway for the internship, right? So it's actually aligned with my final year project, which we basically rip off. I basically rip off Food Panda or Food Grab, right? But the important part is the payment gateway. So what I learned during my internship, I can apply it during my final year project. And that's why they our internships can do it. Okay, for the your sixth semester, right? Sixth semester you have your FYP1. 7th semester you have internship. 8th semester then you have return to UTM to you do your FYP2. If you compare to other university, it's not much university like that. For example, your ATM, your internship typically on last semester, but not for UTM School of Computing. Okay, so I'll show you example of my report for FYP1. Okay, you can see this, right? Okay, so what my project name is Runner Service App. You can see there is 71 page and 9,394 word. So you can expect this much. How much you can expect you to do, to do things. So because UTM is RU University, it stands for Research University. So it's not much RU University in Malaysia. So one of it is UTM, UKM, UM. and I don't remember the other one. But we don't have much RU. So when we're saying about RU, UTM expecting a lot from us. So that's why they give you like, you know, I think at starting your semester 3 or 4, you start with a lot of you learn a lot of thesis format. So this is an example. Okay, so you have this form, this and that. Yeah, you have form this and that, and then so declaration, uh, the dedication, why you do this. Okay, close this. Okay, so the table of content. So the abstract, you know, the painful, the pain of writing abstract. Sometimes you have to write this several times. Even abstract is the last part where you write a thesis, and this usually you're gonna go to some lecture very, you know, very on abstract, very apa kata leceh lah. Because sometimes you have to revise abstract 5 to 6 times, like a lot of revision until they can barely pass. And they're not good. They will never say good. They say barely okay. So that's writing abstract is hard, and then you have to somehow write in Malaysian. So if you are Malaysian, you have to write 2 abstract in English and Malay. If you are from if you're foreigner, you only have to write English. So this is example table of content, right? Project scope, like figure, and then we have the table, introduction, even the list of abbreviation take a page. Abbreviation you got your API, Gallery, UTM. So this is an example. I just sneak peek. You first year, but so you maybe you can start thinking lah what project you want to do, right? So there's you need to make a comparison, right? Here, compare, like for example, I compare to Bungkus E ni. So the technology you want to use. So you need to learn a lot of technology that UTM doesn't teach you. For example, Flutter. Flutter UTM doesn't teach you. But my supervisor say, hey, let's use Flutter. What choice you have? For example, or maybe Laravel. You you only learn PHP, I think. But you don't learn Laravel. But your PSM supervisor be like, hey, let's use Flutter and Laravel. So if you it's better if you take approach to learn from now lah. Okay, so programming is okay. If you don't like programming, so PSM will have 2 part. Okay, you have research, you have system development. I take system development because I prefer the system development lah. But if you don't, I don't want programming. I hate programming. Okay, so I want to do system. I want to do research. You can take a challenge and do research, but actually none of them is easy. Both is insanely hard. But as long as you had fun, I think it should be fine. So the design tool you need, I think design tool you will learn like charting, modeling, like you write a flow chart, right? So this is very important. That's why you learn a subject is software engineering. You learn how to write a documentation, right? Because it's very important. Documentation is very important because it need to log whatever you done. Okay, so one of the bonus of you being a SECR student, or another bonus, like documentation here is not very not is I'm not saying that documentation is not important, but it's not as detailed as software engineering. Okay, so if you look at this, I only have 71 page. Okay, because this is only the report. Okay, only. But if you a software engineering student, you will create another SRS, SES, there will be expecting around 200 page for additional documentation. So that's for as software engineering, but if you SECR, right, you don't have to think about that. I'm not saying you don't have to think, just it's not much important lah compared to software engineering. So there's a use case diagram, okay. And then so sequence diagram. Okay, 10 minutes left. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so this is a diagram and so on. So you need to like database, design database. You need to design the UI for your or maybe you want to add a special outlook, right? So this is a payment gateway that will be implemented. Okay, and then we have we copy the summary and so on, and a format, a conclusion, the objective, and so on. Then finally, so this is the reference. So a lot of reference. If you're doing research, you have to at least 24 I think research reference. This one only baru berapa? Tak sampai 10 ni. Kalau research plus minus 24. So this is Gantt chart example. So this is a sneak peek lah of what you will be doing on your fourth year or third year second semester. And then for fourth year, okay, so this one FYP1. This is FYP1. Okay, I told you there is two, right? FYP1, you researching, you understanding your requirement to do your solution of the problem, right? So this is FYP1. For FYP2, you will actually develop the system. Or if research, you have to actually do the research lah. Or you only have like several months left. Yes, very scary. Okay, that's enough for FYP. So far okay? 10 minutes left Okay, there's one thing that I want to share. Okay, I think you never seen this before. That is a good thing, so I can share to you. Okay. Okay, what you can see here. This is University Technology Malaysia campus Johor Bahru map. So yeah, you can. I miss this place. Okay, so if you look at this, there is several gate. Okay, so we start with KTDI. So you will reside in KTDI. So this is KTDI. I see there is a lot of building here. Sorry. Okay, there is a lot of building here. There is if you first year, you will stay here. M16, M17 for male, 22, 23 maybe. For female, you will stay at least 21, 19, 20. Okay, so this is where you will stay. And then this is faculty computer, alright, a school of computer, N28. So this is where our launch is, where our class usually or lab, or sometimes at this N28A. So every morning you wake up, you walk into class, right? You wake up and walk from there. You go through this. There's actually a bridge here, and then the scenery is very beautiful because you cover the forest, right? And then you go bridge, a small bridge here, to walk. Every morning there's a lot of people walking, to here, and go to N28 for class, And then not sometime like every day, before the pandemic, they put like sometimes bread or sausage for breakfast. Kami jual ni untuk sumbangan kahwin, apalah like that lah. You pay RM1 and you get your breakfast. Like they put on table and they just put money and you take your whatever breakfast, you put sauce, right? And then there is a vending machine. Usually the most popular one is the orange color vending machine because the juice there only RM1, and you can pay it using NFC. You can pay it using card. You can pay using touch and go. Like you choose button. Like you say you want ice lemon tea, you choose it, and you just put your card, your bank card, and boom, you got your juice and the money cashless. Come on, university what? Right? Experience. And then in class, it's very cool. very cool lah. Sometimes you have to wear your jacket, right? You'll be freezing inside because of the inhumanly aircon, right? And then for lunch, sometimes you can go back to Mak Ngah catering, right? Mak Ngah for lunch, the nasi lemak is very good. Sometimes it goes to N24. So this is a popular spot for commuters, student, because it's very for lunch here. It's next to road. You can walk from N28, right? And then you can maybe go to, if you have a vehicle, you can go to here. Ada Meranti or Cengal. At Meranti we have T-Life. We have T-Life still. And then at Meranti they have My News. And then a transaction there is all of cashless. You can pay either using Maybank QR, you can pay using Boost or Touch and Go e-wallet. And then here Cengal is cheaper lah compared to Meranti. So myself prefer this. If you want to withdraw money, you go here. We have CMB ATM, we have Bank Islam ATM, right? Or you can go here. Here is Angkasa. It's not much popular, but we have at that time we have ayam kepak cheese. Apa dah? Ingat sedap. Alright. So at evening, so you jog. So there's popular jog spot. You go either here, right? You look through here. Or maybe so this you know the large circle here we call it lingkaran ilmu. Okay, it's 3.3 something kilometer. So you jog here, right? So you look and then you complete a circle. Walk. What? Sorry. Mana tadi? Okay. So ada apa lagi? This is balai cerap. Iskandar mentioned about balai cerap, right? Like you walk. Maybe something is one of another popular advantage where KT that I have that another college doesn't have. So we have balai cerap. Walk. You can either run. So it's 2 something kilometer, I think. You can either run here. Okay, you can maybe use your motorcycle. Balai cerap is you can see the whole of UTM. You can see from here. You can see the whole of UTM through here. Yes. And then maybe you want to go. So this is another popular spot called Maleinstein. People say it's haunted place. Yang ni ke yang ni? Rasa yang ni. So this. Wait. I'm not sure. I think this one or this one. But Maleinstein they say it's haunted. You can it's repair. Maybe you can do challenge, night challenge, right? You can walk around at night without light. I've done that. It's very fun. Or maybe you can hang out with friends. So this is a rugby field. So Padang Utama, right? Rugby field. So every evening, lot of people playing football, sometimes playing rugby and so on. I think this is Tasik Ilmu. Where every Tuesday we have pasar malam, actually pasar petang because it's closed at 8. I cannot call it pasar malam. So there's a lot of animals here. So this is Padang Kawat, and then you go here and then stadium. See stadium. It's another popular spot for exercise, kolam renang. So 10 7, 10 meter diving. This is complex sukan. We see like a lot of gym right here. So there's a lot of place. There's a lot of pintu. This is main. If you want to go eco, you go through here. If you want to go to Inclusive, you go through here. If you want to go to McDonald, you go through here lah, Jalan Skudai. So this is one of. I hope you guys will explain it. Right. So there's a lot of animal like a lot of animal here. Pig, deer, monkey, cat. So I think the most challenging one is dealing with I think the most challenging one is dealing with monkey lah. Sometimes they enter your room and attack. Like I time up I think that's all for me. There's a lot of thing I want to share, but because there's time constraint, I hope I just wish you guys can enter UTM and do all kind of thing lah. So that's why extracurricular is very important. Like Iskandar mentioned you right? If you join JKM, like you guys say that okay, most of people are unable to join UTM like the past year, right? But for me myself, I actually like go inside out the my UTM because first I'm a road 2 officer. So training I have to go in UTM, and then another one I'm in JKM as a vice president. So when at JKM there's it's like JKM say number UTM. So you do some paperwork and then you at UTM, that kind of thing. So it's a very bad experience. So I think that's all from me. I'm passing back to Mrs. Izati.
Thank you. Wow, that's very informative. Okay. Okay, I'm taking note seriously because next month I'm going back to campus. So okay. Special spot. Okay, I know this. Okay. So we are ready for the Q&A session. So you can go to the chat box and ask your question. Don't forget to put your name and courses. Okay.
Everyone shy no question. Ask lah.
Ask. Don't shy. Okay, first question from Amirul. He said, do you learn a lot outside class?
Okay, it's kinda like problem right now, so I take the answer. Okay, do you learn a lot outside class? Yes, very lot. If you take extracurricular activity, because a lot of this extracurricular activity develop your soft skill like teamwork, like leadership, like it not something that you get inside a class. So if you join extracurricular, so for example Iskandar, right, he joined this 144 activity. There's a lot, actually a lot. Me myself only have 41. So I like, wow, there's a lot lah. But I'm in road 2, so I don't have to not merit is not matter for me actually. Because for me room is guaranteed. Even if I don't join any activity, I get my room is guaranteed. So but be like Iskandar.
Bila Iskandar. Okay, next question from Desvin. Okay. I would like to ask, is there any cybersecurity job relatives to consultant more on speak to other people?
Okay, cybersecurity job relative to consultant more speak on people. Okay, actually I've done a site visit to LGMS. I'm not sure if you heard it before. Okay, let's see Google there. Kita Google ni. Okay, I show this for a moment lah. So if we look at this, so this is LGMS located at Subang. So this is the only company in Malaysia that they are first cyber penetration firm. So they are only company that have certified for PCI DSS. So let's say you want to build a service that require accepting credit card. So let's say you want to store credit card. So your server have to be PCI DSS compliance. And this a company, say they want consultation, right? So we can make consultation like suggestion like for company. So what the best way? So they also actively run a pen test, pen pen penetration testing. So there is a very a very good company. So let's for example right now they actively trying to crack IC. Your mic card. They actively trying to crack it. So it's very big company. So maybe you can consider this one. To LGMS.
Okay. Okay, next question from Low Wei One. Okay, did you feel very stressed or depressed while studying this course?
Saya jawab Okay. Okay. So, when you are talking about stress, kan, basically it is stress. It is very stressful. But remember your aim when you enter this course. Okay, why you enter this course? Because you really want to get the knowledge. Okay, you really want to learn about programming, maybe okay, about computer science, kan? Okay, you really want to learn about new things. Okay, memang university level memang challenging. Okay, you enter university, that means that you are really clever actually. Okay, you have passed your schools, right? You have passed your high school. So memang akan stress. But you will have a lot of ways to de-stress. Okay. Okay, you kena enjoy. You kena belajar, kena enjoy. You must have fun with your friends, kan? Okay, even though in online learning, okay, memang akan stress, memang akan depress. Sometimes bila I nak buat documentation for software engineering tu kan, ya Allah, I menangis-nangis. Okay, sebab memang documentation is hard. Okay, kalau nak comparekan programming dengan documentation, I would prefer programming. Okay, dia tak banyak song Okay, kalau ada error pun you can detect kan. Kalau software ada apa documentation, you kena buat apa reference ikut format ni. Lepas tu gambar kena format ni something like that lah. Okay, so memang akan stress but enjoy and distress. Macam tu. Tu what can I say lah. Okay.
Alright, thank you. Okay, next question from Solihin. Okay, is there any medium that we can get reference books instead of e-library? Meaning that is there any person that I can consult instead of lecturer?
Adib kot, maybe.
Tak mute Okay. Actually, using UTM system, tourism system, you actually are able to access a lot of resource. Okay, for example, e-library. And then our library actually subscribe to other like third party library, let's say for reference, right? For documentation, for research paper, right? Like research, our library have the what you call it? They have a contract with those library. So when there's a way. So let's say if you want to access research gate paper, usually you have to pay. Okay, but using UTM library, you can access it for free. So there's actually a lot of library. Maybe you can check e-library for the article there. I think I checked before. There's a lot of article. There's a lot of lists, member lists for the library, and to allow you to access third party service like ResearchGate, like there's a lot of research paper you can access, even reference books for free.
Alright, thank you for the answer. Okay, next from Ahmad. Which one more difficult? Online time management or face-to-face time management?
Okay, let me answer this. Okay, so as I said previously, right? Okay, when you are having your face-to-face class, face-to-face time management, you are having your commitment. Okay, so you need to think that your commitment needs you to go to somewhere. Okay, sometimes you are staying in KTDI, right? But your meeting will be at DSI. You know how far is that DSI from KTDI? Okay, so they need to walk. Okay, you need to walk to DSI, and then after your meeting at DSI, you have meeting at your faculty. Okay, there's N28. So go to N28, right? So this is time consuming. Okay, this is time consuming. So yes, to answer to your question, yes, face to face time management is more difficult compared to online because due to the place. Okay, online you can just sit in front of computer. Okay, like now. Okay, maybe you can eat, yes, while watching your meeting or everything. Okay, so face to face is more difficult. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the answer. Okay. Also regarding the library, if I'm not mistaken, they also have a workshop, which they have students on how to use the library. Maybe Solihin can check it later. Okay, no worry, because the librarian will show us on how to access the journal, like I did said before. We the library has like a lot of server database, so you can access to either Scopus, science journal. Like I think there's a lot of database. Maybe you can check it later with the library. Okay. Any questions? Okay, for Amirul. So, do you guys join any community or club to further your programming skills or study skills? If yes, can show some reference.
If you go joining community, mainly you're developing your soft skill. Let's say for me, if you want to develop your programming skill, maybe you can do it with your friend or your lecturer, or do it yourself, or maybe take crash course, right? There is a course like crash course in UTM to develop your programming skill, study skill. But okay, this is one of my experience in industry. So what actually the one of the method thing is your ability to talk. How well you can talk in front of people. How, let's say job interview, how well you can treat your actually a job interview is a conversation between two liar. Right, that's what I read. So how you can lie your potential employer to enroll yourself to land a job. You maybe have some skill, but not necessarily. If you have a great skill, but if you cannot talk, the employer must be like, should I hire him? But if you can talk well, like you sembang kencang, pokok pun boleh terbang. So like, he must be like, oh, these guys must be good. So what matters is like your soft skill, your teamwork, your leadership skill, how well you can talk, how well you can cong punya ayat kan. That's I think that's what important.
All right, thank you for the answer. And I
One
think
more
this
thing.
one's question. Yeah.
Nanti in your second semester or third semester, you will join graduate access attribute, a GSA course, and then Excel. They you will learn more about soft skill.
Yes. Yeah. The COQ courses. Okay, I think this one question is directed to Iskandar, because the question is, what kind of programs do you guys join? Because just now I heard one of you participating in more than 100 programs. Please share.
Okay. I want to show my ACAD system tapi ada CGPA, malu lah. Okay, kejap Okay, basically, sekejap. Okay, I try to share my screen ACAD system. Alright. Okay, so bila you join, okay, when you join activity kan, you will be recorded lah. So there's a lot of activity, not only in our faculty, not only from our college, from our not from our circle only. You can join Faculty of Science punya activity. You can join Persatuan Mahasiswa Islam punya activity kan. Terus mana-mana boleh. Okay, see in my ni dalam my activity list ada computer punya ni. Okay, I ada e-jamboree mahasiswa. Okay, this is not even related to computing. Okay, ni entah siapa punya organizer kan. Okay, sorry. Ni Sejati. Sekretariat Anak Johor. Okay, and then we have programming clinic. Okay, under SC. Okay, BBQ, SC, autism, maybe Faculty of Social Science. Okay, so whenever there are programs, whenever there are programs lah kan, you need to make sure that you scan the attendance or you key in the attendance so that they can put your name in the system and you can receive those kind of merit. Okay, kalau macam sekarang online, right, it's very very easy for you to gain this merit, these marks. Okay, you can just enter the session. Okay, you watch the session and then at the end they will give you a registration slip and then you can enter your details. Okay, so there are so many. Okay, I'm a graduate. This is maybe a sharing session with librarian. Okay, I'm not mistaken. Okay, inisiatif Jana Kemahiran Siswa RESAK. Okay, RESAK is KTDI, right? Okay, and then College Dr. Ismail Sports and E-Games. Be active. Okay, do not only spend your time a lot in academic things because as I said tadi kan, studying in SECR is quite depressing, quite stressing. So how you want to distress? Enjoy these things. You enjoy, okay, you dapat markah, okay, you gain your merit. So that's something yang make you happy lah. Okay, so join je apa program pun. Boleh. Right? So yeah.
Okay, is there any questions? We need, I think, like two questions again. Okay. Yeah. Is there any questions? Don't be shy. We need what? Yeah. Questions. Okay. Wow.
Oh, actually I have question for Adib from my side lah. Can I?
Boleh,
Okay.
boleh.
Ni, right, maybe in our class, right, we learn about programming. Okay, we learn how to configure switches, how to configure routers. Okay, in OP, mungkin we learn on how to create a system kan using inheritance, mak nenek semua tu kan. How exactly we are going to apply during the maybe your internship, right? Maybe your manager asked to do and something like that. How to apply? Is it all the time apply or sometimes?
It depend. Okay, sometimes you learn this, you apply, ambil sikit. From this course, you ambil sikit. From this course, you ambil sikit. Okay, and then it become a collective experience. Okay, from the experience, you apply on your internship. Let's say for me, right now, I'm developing, integrating the payment gateway. So I have to make sure the security secure. Okay, so I apply from my secure programming class. And then let's say I'm using PHP. I have to apply from web class, web application class. And then how to manage your time. I learn it from documentation like flowchart all from as software engineering class. I learned to make proper documentation to make sure that because that module you are the one right. So when people want to read a code, they must refer documentation, right? That's why the documentation is important. So basically, my point is, it's a collective. Even the skill that you don't learn during class is uh is a lot. Let's say you want to interact with people. Kalau tak nanti cakap orang malu kan, diam je kan. Even kalau rasa benda tu salah, if you think like, oh, this is not how I learn database, right? Okay, this is actually let's say you see that database is not normalized. Okay, you learn in class about normalization, right? Right. To make sure the data doesn't duplicate, and then in the when you join the chain, you say database, oh, ini tak normalized ni database ni, and then you know it's not normalized, but if you don't know how to voice your opinion, right? Let's say if you don't know, and then it's pointless. You learn that soft skill. So you have to voice your opinion and say like, sir, I think this database is wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think the database wrong because it's not normalized. You say you went to speech, you have to speak politely. That's why you learn academic English, how to speak politely, how to refuse politely, right? So it's all collective, bit by bit, to create a single point lah. Is that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, we move on to the last question. So from Najiha, are there a lot of job opportunity for network security out there, or is it limited?
Network security. Lot. Yes, it's very lot. Because okay, so this is one of the requirement. For example, our government right now, we currently shifting uh from currently government are shifting from local server into cloud. We currently integrating into cloud. So there will be a lot of requirement for network engineer, network security, right? So because the government data, right, is very sensitive, right? So we don't want the data breach, even the new one. So if you're asking me if there's a lot of opportunity for network security, yes, it's a lot. Actually, more than this is maybe I'm biased. Like actually, the requirement for network engineer is more compared to programmer in Malaysia. In Malaysia.
All right. Thank you for both our speakers for answering the questions and to our participants also. So for finally, we had come to the end of our sharing session. But before that, let's take a group photo together, okay? I hope all our participants can kindly open your camera to show to take a photo for a memento, okay? Yeah. Open the camera so I can see your smile. Smile. Don't be shy. Okay. Yeah, it's okay, maybe. Oh, it's okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay. Ada lagi? Oh, okay, wait. Okay. Okay, let's move. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have a screen recorder, so don't worry, okay? We will snap the photo. Okay. So last but not least, I would like to say thank you again to our speakers for a very informative, beneficial, and interesting sharing to all of us, including me too, and to all the SECR newbies especially. And I want to say thank you for your active participation. Thank you for all the questions submitted, and also it is an honor for me to be here with all of you. Okay, so I hope the sharing will be beneficial for everyone. Okay. And also, announcement for all participants: after you leave this breakout room, we are going to have a 20 minutes break to go to toilet or eat or something. Okay. So for our next slot, we will be hearing from our academic coordinator. So you may stay in the WebEx main room. And if you have any inquiries, you may ask in the main chat box so we can assist you accordingly. Thank you to everyone and see you at the next session. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Adit. Thank you, Iskandar.
Thank you. Okay.